say that as I pulled in and sat in my car, there was some contemplative moments on whether to even come in. Because this was my icebreaker, and I too am nervous. But nonetheless, thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, and thanks for listening today, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am going to share a little bit about where I am from and some of my ambitions and how I came to be in my current occupation. 1966 was a good year for me. That's the year I was born. And I was born in Omaha, Nebraska. If you're familiar with the Cornhuskers, that's all we have for sports. So there's no professional sports, you gotta like college football. I did graduate in 1984. I attended Central High School. I went on to try college at UNO, that's University of Nebraska at Omaha. I did discover that college was not my bag, so I didn't finish. But I did get that experience, so that was good. In 1992, I discovered a modern-day boomtown, Branson, Missouri. Has anyone heard of Branson?
Oh yeah. I'm from Missouri.
Yes. It's a 2 traffic light town at the time. Population of 6,000, and they were host to around 6 million at the time. So I packed up and went down there and asked some of the locals what could a guy with a few $1,000s, what kind of service could be started to take care of some of the tourism. And it came up that maybe a ticket delivery service would work because it was bumper to bumper traffic. So I made some business cards, opened up a bank account, and went around to the hotels with my business cards. At the time, the hotel staff, it was their job to make courtesy reservations. So when I showed up with my business cards saying, you can have them call me and I'll make all those reservations and I'll deliver the tickets right to the front desk. Before long, my phone was ringing and I was in business. So that led to groups, church groups, bank travel clubs. They wanted assistance with the same type of service, but it was more full itinerary building. And so that's what I actually do today, is take care of larger groups. So after 20 years of making a life for myself and my wife and my family in Branson, my wife began to get an itch to move to Florida. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Curtis, what about your aspirations to ride the wild elk through Montana? And so there was more contemplation there. And so, being a good husband, I chose the right answer, and we moved to Florida. That was 1.5 years ago. And because the work that I do, I just use the internet, I can do my work from just about anywhere, wherever my home is. So, for self-improvement, I've joined Toastmasters like many of you. I actually just stumbled across this particular chapter, and I'm very glad that I did. Got a good bunch here. One of my ambitions now is to share the self-improvement aspects of Toastmasters with as many people as I can. By a quick show of hands, is there anyone here today that feels that today's parents could use a little refresher course on how to speak effectively to improve their parenting and overall communication with their children?
Definitely.
I've recently founded a nonprofit that will help students stay engaged with their schoolwork and reduce dropout rates for Central Florida schools. So with this potential opportunity for exposure to the parents, I hope to improve awareness for our chapter as well as other Seminole and Orange County Toastmaster chapters. So I hope to be a blessing also to this group, to some degree. While I realize these are massive ambitions with what I'm trying to do with the schools and what I might be able to do for Toastmasters, it is my understanding that God will not give me any more than I can handle. And let me just say that He has been a blessing by putting the right people in my life and taking the wrong ones out. I've already experienced some support and encouragement from some of the people in this room. And so you know who you are. I appreciate you. And as my journey continues and more doors open, I hope to be able to share the good news about Toastmasters. That's where Curtis Willard comes from. And those are some of my ambitions. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to a fruitful relationship with all of you in some capacity. Thank you.